In his directorial debut Arco, Hugo Bienvenu has given us a stunning animated film that feels like it was inspired by Hayao Miyazaki, but speaks with a voice entirely its own. This is a story about time travel, environmental collapse, and childhood, but more than anything, it's about hope. And by the end of it, you might find yourself unexpectedly emotional over something as simple as a child looking up at the sky. Because Arco is one of those rare animated films that works on multiple levels at once. On the surface, it's a children's adventure, but underneath that, it's something much deeper. Quiet meditation on the world we're building and whether it's already too late to change it. The story follows a young boy from a distant utopian future, a place where humanity lives above the clouds and has mastered time travel. But when he takes a trip into the past, things go wrong. He crash lands in the year 2075, and that's where the film really begins. Now, 2075 in Arco isn't your typical dystopia. There's no crumbling cities or apocalyptic wastelands. Instead, it's something more unsettling. The world has survived environmental collapse by insulating itself from it. People live inside of controlled environments. Storms rage outside, but inside their domes, everything is calm. Too calm. Children are being raised by robots, while parents are home more as holograms than as actual presences. And life goes on. Not as it should be, but as something manageable. It's a future that doesn't feel impossible, it feels plausible, and that's what makes it so effective. In this world, Arco meets Iris, a girl growing up in this carefully controlled reality, and their friendship becomes the emotional core of the film. It's handled with such tenderness that it never feels forced or overly sentimental, because they're just kids, and because they're kids, they believe things can be better. That belief, simple as it sounds, becomes the film's central argument. Where adults have adapted to a broken world, these children still question it, still push against it, still hope. You can definitely feel the influence of films like Pixar's Wall-E and Hayao Miyazaki's Castle in the Sky, and its environmental themes and use of robots. There are even touches of Christopher Nolan's Interstellar and how it plays with time and human connection. The Miyazaki influence is all over the film, especially in its sense of wonder and its belief in the emotional intelligence of children. But Arco never feels like it's copying those films. It feels like it's learning from them, and then doing something quieter and more introspective. Visually, the film is absolutely stunning. The future world Arco comes from is filled with soft colors and dreamlike imagery, almost like a painting. Meanwhile, 2075 is sharper, more rigid, and more controlled. You can feel the difference between the two worlds in every frame. And the animation style itself blends European comic influences with that softer, more fluid feel of Japanese animation. It's not just beautiful, it's purposeful. Every visual choice reinforces the film's themes. Now, Arco does move slowly, lingering on moments instead of rushing through them. So if you're used to the fast, high energy style of most modern animated films, this might feel a little too quiet. But honestly, that's what makes it special. It gives the story room to breathe, to settle, and to stay with you. And it succeeds at that. By the time Arco ends, what stays with you isn't a specific plot point, it's a feeling. A mix of melancholy and hope. Because this is a film that acknowledges how broken things can feel, environmentally, socially, and emotionally. But it refuses to give in to despair. Instead, it places its faith in the next generation, in small acts of kindness, in friendship, and in the idea that change doesn't come from systems, but from people. Arco is a moving, visually stunning, and deeply thoughtful film, but more than that, it's a necessary one. Because in a world that often feels like it's running out of time, it reminds us that there are still colors we haven't seen yet. So thanks for watching Fandom Frontline. Have you seen Arco? Do you plan to? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you again in the next video.